And we have new information that may indicate who the main villain of Spider-Man Brand New Day will be.
Who could it be, huh?
The news comes from Daniel RPK, Daniel Rickman, an old acquaintance here on the channel.
The one who takes from doesn't have, puts from doesn't fit. Who is Daniel Rickman? Did he say?
That the main villain in Spider-Man Brand New Day will be a mind manipulator. It will be a villain capable of manipulating people, controlling people.
And then, guys, you better start running. Seeking a villain matching this description to be the movie's main antagonist.
And then we go back to a theory that came up when they started filming this movie.
Where? We have a chase scene with a battle car that showed up several times. In fact, there were people speculating that the villain of the movie was a battle car, a tactical vehicle like an armored truck, and Spider-Man on top of it and all that.
And one detail caught people's attention. The armored truck had a little drawing on the side.
Of a devil, of a demon's face. A lot of people connected that demon face to a villain called Mr. Negative. There's a gang that wears demon masks whose logo is a demon. So people thought if there's a demon on the car belongs to Mr. Negative.
Mr. Negative is one of the villains in the movie.
And one of Mr. Negative's powers, which are several: super strength, agility, he controls light, he controls dark energy, and he also controls minds.
He is able to bring out the worst in people, to awaken the dark side of people. This is a form of mind control.
So you might conclude that Mr. Negative could be the villain of the movie.
Of course, there are other Spider-Man and Marvel characters who control minds. There are plenty for you to choose from. But since it's a rumor that's already been going around, and that little devil sticker over there was already hinting at Mr. Negative, and he's a relatively new character, a villain, but popular because he's in the best-selling Spider-Man games, so he's known to the new generations, even though he's not a particularly famous personality in Spider-Man's history. Like the Green Goblin, like Trocotopoulos, you get what I mean?
It could be that it happens. Mr. Negative might really be in the movie as the main villain because this movie is going to have a lot of villains. But none of them have presented themselves yet as the main villain.
We have Scorpion who's there, but I don't know if he'll be the main one.
I don't think it's going to be a story that revolves around Scorpion.
Then we have Boomerang, Tombstone, and there's Tarantula.
There are some Z-list Spider-Man villains who are just there to be the ones he messes with at the beginning and stuff.
And things build up until the big villain, the final boss. Final boss, it can't be Scorpion. Boomerang won't do, no way. And then it can be.
Maybe Mr. Negative could fit because he really is a villain, right? A guy who actually has a real superpower. Has a gang and all, has potential, has the resources to be a major enemy of Spider-Man. And there's this thing about mind control. I have a theory I've mentioned here before, and I'll revisit it.
Now that Mr. Negative is back in the game, that the Savage Hulk
can be awakened by Mr. Negative.
Because Hulk learned to balance his psyche with Dr. Banner.
With the beastly appearance of the Emerald Giant, then he became Professor Hulk. I'm Hulk, right? The smart Hulk. People are already tired of him. Even those who once liked him now dislike him. He must return to his wild nature. There must be a way for him to regain that darker, more aggressive side.
It would be through Mr. Negative's powers, and he would be able to bring Hulk back to his wild state temporarily.
Because I think so. I think that if Hulk shows up in Secret Wars, I don't know if he's going to be in the diversity, equity, and inclusion. Hulk is going. He'll be smart and the talking Hulk again. In the leaked versions, Hulk appears, She-Hulk, in a village of Hulks, and Scar, Hulk's son. And they're all talking. Nobody there is smashing everything.
So it looks like a society of Hulks, a balanced society of Hulks, right? That settles things with fighting, obviously, but that people say there's a certain civilization there. I think the Savage Hulk everyone expects is temporary. He'll get savage in this movie, but then returns to normal. Did you understand what happened? Amnesia. I had an episode here. Sorry, I was out of it. I went crazy, that old story. Hey, the Wild Hulk is back for now. He could just be wild naturally, but we thought stress might be the cause. Something tough he went through, but I think your negative powers create the negative Hulk and solve that problem. And he's a villain who manipulates minds, and he's a famous Spider-Man villain. He's a villain that a large part of the fan base immediately recognizes. I think it's quite possible. Usually when I see Daniel Rickman here, I keep saying like, no, get out of here. Not that one. But I think this one is quite likely because it's the kind of threat I find interesting. Because it pits heroes against each other. By manipulating their minds, you create this duality. You know what else has duality? That's the question I'm going to ask you. Warner Brothers being bought by Paramount Skydance. Do you think so? Join the Batman Everybody Likes raffle, which will take place on December 1st. Until then, I want you to answer the question and buy a raffle ticket. The question is, are you going to buy it or not? Will Skydance acquire Warner Bros. Discovery? If you think yes, buy a raffle ticket for 5 rays using this QR code. Yes. If you think no, buy a 5 rays raffle ticket using this QR code. No. If you get the question right, you'll be in the group that's going to be... You'll join the board game raffle during the live stream after December 1st, where I'll draw a winner to receive it at home. The game is a way for us to do a raffle in a more fun way, so join in, place your net bet there. But getting back to the subject, Mr. Negative, I think it's a good bet. And Daniel Rickman, if he's right. If the Spider-Man villain manipulates minds, like he's saying he's going to manipulate minds, I think it's a good name for this role. If not him, who else from Spider-Man's or Marvel's famous mind manipulators would you want in the movie? Share below. See you later. See you soon. See you in a bit. Bye. And that was another episode of Cuatro Coisas. The channel has at least 3 videos every day from Monday to Sunday. If you liked it, here are more suggestions to watch. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell for new updates. Thank you very much. See you next time.